Today we were interviewing Lance Gibson Jr. This guy's a beast, man. Out of the Pacific Northwest, from where we're from. He fought Bobby Green short notice in December. This is a guy that's going to make some noise in the UFC. So, we talk about maybe possible return to UFC Seattle. So it's going to be awesome, being able to see what he does in 2026. So please enjoy.
Second, but we can start without him.
Okay, no worries.
Perfect. How are you?
I'm doing good. Just just finishing up a workout and then eating a late breakfast. I always eat really late in the
Yeah,
day for some weird reason, but it's just the way I roll.
for sure. For sure. So I'll get right into it. I mean,
Okay.
you took your UFC debut pretty short notice, right? Was it 2 or 3 days?
Yeah,
What was it?
3 days and then fight day. So
Yeah.
yeah, so
Okay.
yeah, it was pretty crazy.
So walk me through that moment that you got the call, and how was that process?
uh, so can you hear me? Okay. Sorry, it's
Yeah,
really windy.
yeah, I knew you.
Uh, so basically, what happened was, so I was originally training for the UFC in Vancouver and kind of preparing for that. That didn't end up happening. Nobody fell out. I was hoping that somebody was going to fall out and I was going to be able to come in short notice. That never happened. So I kind of took the gas off the pedal to give myself a little bit of a break because I was kind of in a camp for that. And I was just like, I was at a baby shower, actually, my brother's baby shower, because my nephew's going to be born in the next week, like probably next week or so. And yeah, I was driving back from Seattle, got home, and basically got a call like saying, "Oh, I was teaching a class actually just right before," and basically I taught the class. Uh, Really funny. I was holding pads, and this guy that I was holding pads for, he elbowed me in my forearm, and I got this like huge knot in my forearm, and I'm like, holy shit! Like my entire life of holding pads and doing martial arts, I've never been hit in my forearm. Like, how did you miss the pad and hit me in my freaking arm? Like, so I'm like, and then like 2 hours later, I get the call like, hey, you might be on for Bobby Green, and I'm like, holy, awesome! I already have a little bit of an injury on my forearm, like to start this off, like, oh sweet, this is awesome. But yeah, it was pretty cool. I got that call, and then the next day it was like I was kind of on edge to see if it was actually going to happen, obviously, because I knew I needed to fly out immediately and get some medicals done. So yeah, it was nuts.
Crazy. All right, Andrew, you're in here now. So,
Yeah,
Sorry, I'm late.
no worries, no
all
worries.
right. Well, we got through question one, so you can ask away, Andrew.
Oh, perfect. So I assume y'all guys were talking about his debut against Bobby Green.
Yep.
Perfect. So, um, when entering the UFC Octagon, obviously it's the biggest stage for the mixed martial arts scene. It's where everyone in the mixed martial arts area wants to be at one day. How did that feeling like present itself to you? Like, how did you overcome the, you know, I guess nerves of it? You're in front of this big crowd, biggest event ever at that time. I guess. Like, how did that affect you?
Uh, you know, it didn't really bother me because I kind of mentally prepared for it. There were a lot of guys that came from Bellator. I'd mentioned it to like a couple of family members and everything. I kind of posted on my Instagram as well, but a lot of people, Bellator guys specifically, I mean, even some people from other organizations talk about UFC jitters, and it's a real thing, and you kind of got to mentally prepare for it, obviously. So I knew like coming in, it's going to be on the main card. I'm fighting a guy that was in the top 15. He's got 50 fights. Like, not that I'm coming in short notice. It's not like there's absolutely zero pressure on me. Uh, but I'm coming into an entirely different environment. The Apex is dead silent. And it's kind of a closed circuit venue. So I had to in the short amount of time of my short notice, the 3 days that I had to really like meditate on it and kind of actually visualize everything and kind of remember that like this is where I belong. This is where I've always wanted to be. I've dreamt of this opportunity my entire life, and I just need to be in the moment and seize it and enjoy the moment as well and do my best. That's all I need to focus on. So it made it easy in that sense.
Absolutely, 100% understand that.
Yeah.
I'll shoot next. Last year you're pushing pretty hard to get on that Seattle card, and things didn't, come together. Unfortunately, I was really looking forward to hopefully because there was a lot of fights that fell out last year,
Yeah.
so I thought they would throw you on there for sure. Looking through this year, I know you just fought in December. Is that a card in March that you are, eyeing to get on?
Yeah. I am. I am. In that last fight, I injured my foot a little bit. So I'm kind of in a scenario where I still can't kick, but
Okay.
hopefully in the next like week or so, I can miraculously just start booting banana trees and everything like that. But no, I think I should be healed up
Okay.
and ready to go for that. But we'll see how my foot kind of finishes healing. It's still just in a bit of a iffy stage right now. So I'd love that opportunity, obviously, to fight in front of my family and all my fans from the Pacific Northwest.
For sure.
Absolutely. Looking ahead into 2026, Paramount deal just got, announced. Everything's moving over. What are some of the big events that you're hoping that you could probably, get on? Maybe some opponents, maybe everything like that.
Well, starting off the Seattle card would be great. I kind of have a bit of a lackluster answer on this because I'm so open to whatever the matchmakers and UFC has in mind for me. I'm grateful for the opportunity to have this platform to fight on, obviously, and I just can't wait to be able to actually give a full representation of my skills and with full preparation, obviously. That's mainly what I'm excited for. I'll take any opportunity that I can get that gets presented to me, whether it's in Seattle, whether it's in the UFC Apex. I don't really care. I'm just here to fight, so I'm honored to be here.
Absolutely. And actually, with if you were to fight, at home in Seattle, do you think that would bring any extra pressure or even extra fuel to you?
Yeah, I think there would be a lot of fuel for me. I thought the beginning of my career. Mike Chiasa's coach was he was who I fought for the platform that I fought in the Excite fight. That's who I had my last two fights prior to he started out my career basically as an amateur. So I've had my family, I've had entire cities there at my fights. It's something that's natural, and I'm excited. I'd love that opportunity.
Absolutely.
Here, I got another one for you here. First fight, barrel decision lost. I mean, you're right there. With a guy like King Green and the experience that he has, what did the moments in the Octagon teach you? When you were fighting him.
Oh man, a lot. Like I mentioned before, he has like 50 something fights or something like that. So he had a bit of a. Everybody wants to talk about his age. Everybody wants to talk about the way he has his hands down. I'm like, okay, get in the cage with him, and you'll see. I got mad respect for the guy, and he's a great fighter, obviously. But there were some challenges, obviously, on short notice that I had, which was trying to calculate and measure the distance on him. Because he's very deceptive at how he manages the distance. So, yeah, it's like without getting into crazy detail, a lot of the times I was trying to feint to draw him out to come closer, and he just was not taking. He was not taking the bait to come closer so that I could counter him. He was trying to counter me the whole time. So it was just a kind of like this in between game, and I didn't make the adjustments in that short amount of time to shift that and be able to. I needed to do more to get the win. Basically, is what I'm saying. So I accept it as it is. He did a great job. I believe I did a great job, and we put on a good show, and the matchmakers were happy. So even after the fight, so that's all that matters to me.
For sure. And I mean, he was talking a lot, when you were in the octagon. You could just
Yeah.
see the smiles and, you having fun with it. So I'm glad to see that.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I mean, especially a guy like him. And, you could just
Yeah.
see you were enjoying yourself in there. So
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
always good, UFC debut and making a difference and getting a good nod from the matchmakers.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. Yeah, he's pretty funny. A lot of people, sorry, not to cut you off. A lot of people always like talk crap about, like, I'm so used to it growing up playing basketball. It's like you talk crap to each other all the time when you're on the court. So it was like what he was saying was more so, it was so present moment that it wasn't like you suck. Like it wasn't like anything personal. He's talking about like, oh, I see what you're doing. And I'm like, I could see how in a lot of scenarios he can utilize that. This is where I was saying his experience. He can utilize that to force you to go when you're not ready to go. And that's how he's landed a lot of knockouts in his fights as well. So, yeah, really interesting.
100%.
What's it like seeing his little cage entrance in person?
You know what? I didn't. I think because I was so prepared. Sorry, not to cut you off, but I was so prepared for kind of that whole UFC jitter thing we were talking about. Was I didn't even pay attention to him. I didn't even focus on him. I locked eyes with him, and kind of that was all I was really focused on, was kind of looking beyond the show and that part, and kind of looking at the spirit, because that's who we're gonna be fighting from a deeper level than just this physical body.
100%. I always just see him do it when he enters a fight, and it's just like it's so out there and just like creative.
How he kind of walks, and then he's
the front flip into the octagon.
Yeah.
It's pretty good. I only got 2 more for you because I know you're on a little bit of a time crunch.
Okay, thanks.
So you're coming into this fight with Bobby Green, and you hang with him the whole entire time. Great striking fight, a top 15 guy. You talk about the matchmakers being happy. What do you think I think the fans respect you a lot more. What do you think the matchmakers are thinking after, hey, this guy can hang with the top 15 opponent?
Well, for me, I freaking hate losing. So I obviously have had a sour taste in my mouth. It took a little bit. I'm doing better now, but it's like I have a very sour taste in my mouth. But that was kind of the way it was after they were like, dude, that was a freaking really good fight, and I'm like super bitter, obviously, because I'm mad that I'm like, man, I didn't get the decision, but also I'm like, at the same time, it's not about the fact that you lost a split decision and it didn't go your way. It's the fact that what could I control? Okay, man, my opportunity is over to change that moment. So that's what I was super bitter about in that moment. But I think they know that I mean what I say when I'm here to actually fight. I'm not here to just mess around. Coming from Bellator, I had 1 loss in my career prior to this. So like them taking the chance on me in that opportunity, and then seeing that, oh, this guy's he's actually here to bring it. Okay. In that, I just see that I think they have a new earned respect for me, I guess.
Okay. Yeah. Perfect. Yeah. And last question here. Ask this to everybody we interview. 2026, it's here, it's now. What's a message to the fans? What can they expect, going into 2026 from Lance Gibson Jr.?
Oh, man. Well, in the most basic form is like me with the full camp, me with full preparation, full gas tank. You're just going to see explosiveness. You're going to see high-level skill in every area, where that's grappling, striking, in the clinch with elbows, knees. And I'm vicious when it really comes down to it. I didn't quite get my opportunity to fully show that when I was in there. And I just can't wait to be able to show my viciousness, as well as like it's a true form of who I actually am. So it's not that I have to try to be anybody different. I'm just truly myself. and with me being myself, I'm unstoppable. I truly believe so. I'm excited, and I think the fans are going to be excited to see what I come with next.
100%. Andrew, you got anything else?
Is there anyone that you're eyeing? You know, someone that maybe has just taken a loss, maybe someone that's just taken a win, like just anyone in particular that you kind of have your eyes set on for your return.
It's tough. As of right now, I feel like I'm just kind of in a scenario where I'm really focused on healing first. I haven't even gotten to that aspect of where I'm eyeing up anybody specific, because I'm ready to fight anybody. That's kind of what I had to surrender to in that moment where I took the fight on 3 days' notice. I'm here to fight anybody. I'm not here to mess around. I'm asking to be on the top platform in the entire world. I'm ready to fight. So whoever they bring forth, I'm ready to go. So
love to hear that. Love to hear that.
Yeah.
That's all I've got. I kind of came in late. I didn't really have much.
Yeah, no worries. It's all good.
Yeah. It was great having you on, and we appreciate your time. We'll make sure to get this posted, and we'll tag you and everything. It was awesome talking to you, and we can't wait to see what's up next for you.
Awesome, man. Thank you.
Hopefully it is that Seattle card. We could get
hopefully
Lance Gibson Jr. and Elisha Ellison.
Yeah, that'd be dope. Yeah, and he's fought on the same cards as me too. We've been in the back change room together all the time. So yeah, he's a cool dude.
Yeah, dude, he's good. We had him on. It was fun.
Nice.
Yeah, we had him on 2 days ago.
Oh, awesome.
He called someone out. We're actually having the person he called out on Tuesday.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
Yeah, we got the guy called out on Tuesday coming on here, so it's going to be quite interesting.
Okay, yeah. That should be interesting for sure.
Yeah, we're trying to get them on UFC Seattle.
Yeah, that'd be dope. Yeah, cool. Yeah.
All right,
awesome.
Lance. It was great having you on.
Thanks.
See you, my man.
All right, see ya.
See ya.